What's up guys, this is Brent with Western Equipment, and in this video I'm going to be telling you all about the Stihl FSA 86R, giving you a live demo at the end and also doing a battery runtime test. To start out, we'll talk about where the FSA 86R falls in the battery product lineup from Stihl. Now, the FSA 86 is going to be in the AP series of battery powered equipment. Now, with Stihl, you have three different series of the battery powered equipment. You're going to have the AI, which is the lowest grade series, most homeowner and residential, which is going to have an integrated battery rather than a removable battery, as you'll see here. Then we have the AK series, which is kind of a middle of the line series that is great for the homeowner option, a little bit more heavy duty than the AI. And then moving on up, we have the AP series, as we have here, which is going to be the professional grade series. Now, the FSA 86 is going to be the smallest weed eater or trimmer in the AP series lineup. This is going to be one that is great for a homeowner or the professional landscaper or operator. This will fit both of those people very, very well. Now, some of the features of the FSA 86 is, we'll start off here at the back. We do have a battery compartment that does have the removable battery here. Along with this battery compartment is going to be a flat surface. So whenever we're setting this down on the ground, on a concrete level surface, it will rest to standing upright. And then we have the large battery opening that will take the AP series battery. Now, what is suggested with the 86R is the AP 200, but you can run any of the AP series batteries in this machine. If we run the AP 300, we're going to get more runtime, or the AP 300S, even more runtime than we would expect here. Now, what we'd expect with the AP 200 is about 35 minutes of runtime, which at the end of this, we are going to test that out just to see how much we can get. Now, moving on up to the handle, we are going to have a rubberized handle here that makes for a really nice grip. We're also going to have a 3-point operation system. So what I mean by that is we have an interlock switch here, then we have a top fin, which is a safety. So to get that to engage here, to be able to pull the trigger, we have to push forward on our interlock, hold down on our top fin, and then we can pull our trigger, and that will engage the machine. So those are just safety features that are added in along with your handle. Now, moving on down, we do have an adjustable handle here at the front. This is going to be able to be adjusted up and down the length of the shaft just to make sure that it's in the position that's most comfortable for you, whether you're either a shorter operator or a taller operator. Maybe you prefer this machine at a different angle. You can adjust this up and down the shaft. And then this handle also will have that rubberized grip just to add to that comfort, and also the grip of that handle to make sure we're not slipping and dropping that as we're doing that work. One other thing about the trigger here is that it is going to be a variable speed trigger. On a lot of battery powered equipment, once you get this going, you have one speed and it's wide open. But here, as you can see when I let off, you can hear the difference in the speed. As I push in a little more, it's a little faster, and wide open. Now, this is going to be a great addition to this machine, as we know that sometimes we get around areas, maybe we're around flowers or around different trees and things like that, that we don't necessarily want to be going full bore using full strength. And also, by being able to have that variable trigger, we can add to the battery life of this machine. Now, this is going to be a straight shaft unit. And as we move down here to the head, some of the features that we're going to see is, for one, you do have an optional bump guard. This is going to be good for keeping you away from such things as those flowers, those trees, maybe those brick walls, retaining walls, things maybe that we don't want to get too close into so that we're not wasting string as we go. We're also going to see that this is equipped with the Auto Cut C6-2. So this is what's going to come standard on this machine. You also have the option of putting a Duro head on this machine. Now, a Duro head is a little bit different. It's not going to continue to feed line. It's actually going to use pre-cut pieces of string that we would have to stick in. Some of the pros to that is you can use a little bit heavier string. Sometimes they last a little bit longer, or in certain situations, it's nice to just be able to pop those new ones in and not have to fiddle with restringing your machine. Then you also will have this nice guard around the back side with this cutting surface to make sure and keep that line cut off to a certain length, and that length will lead to a 13.8 inch swath whenever you're going to cut. So you're gonna have a 13.8 inch cutting surface. That way you know whenever you're making that pass how wide of a pass you're gonna get. And lastly, talking about weight. So with the AP200 battery in, you're gonna be at 10.2 pounds. With the battery out, it is 7.3 pounds. So very, very light. And so also whenever you're going to store this machine, as you'll see here on the bottom, we actually do have a hole right here in the bottom. Now this is actually a hanging hole. So you can hang this up in your garage on a peg or a hook. That way, with that 7.3 pounds, very versatile on where we can hang that, store that, and get it out of the way. So now that we've got all the specifics out of the way, we know about this machine. Now it's time to go ahead and fire it up, go ahead and give that live demo, and also do that battery test. So just to show you, starting out here, we do have a full battery. And like I said, with this trimmer, we are expected around 35 minutes of runtime, or up to 35 minutes. So I've actually got the stopwatch pulled up here on my watch. I'm gonna start that up, and then I'll start trimming the sidewalk here. And then as I move around the yard from place to place, as there will be a lot of places to weed eat, I'll move the camera, stop the time, that way, and then restart it whenever I start to trim again. That way we get a good solid time of the runtime of this battery. So let's get started. All right, so as we sit right now, we are in it for 16 minutes and 56 seconds. So let's just call it 17 minutes. If that was the case and the 35 minutes holds true, then we should be right there at the halfway point of this battery. So let's go ahead and check it out. And as we can see here, we are still showing 2 bars of battery. Now, most of everything that we've done so far has been pretty light trimming, just a little bit of edging, no edging on the side. This happens to be a family member's property, so I know that they're not fond of having the ridges. So I'm not gonna put this thing on its side and edge. And also that's just gonna deplete the battery even faster. So to give a good honest test of what this machine will be mainly used for, which is trimming like we're showing here, I'm not doing that today. But since we're done with all of the normal weed eating here all around the property, I'm going to start working on trying to get some of this growth out that has grown up here in the driveway. This has been something that I've been telling this family member I'm going to do. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out and then just see how much time we can get out of this battery while doing that. Now, this is going to be putting quite a bit of strain on the machine, so we may see it run down quite fast, but that'll just give you a good idea of what types of things you can do with this machine. So we'll go ahead and start the time and get to going. Well, we're out of string, so time to reload and then we'll get back at it. I know you're asking yourself, wow, how did he do that so fast? 2 things. 1, I have a good video editor, and 2, it's super easy to rewind string on an AutoCut C6-2 head. And if you want to see how that's done, make sure to be checking out our other channel, 24/7 Parts, where I will be doing a demonstration of how to load string in one of these. But for now, let's get back to cutting, see what kind of time we got. As of right now, we're at 19 minutes and 34 seconds. Let's check that battery one more time. And now we are actually showing 1 bar of battery. So we'll get back to cutting, see how much we can get done. Well, we're gonna pause for station identification. Oh, so right there, we have 1 bar flashing. But if we hold the trigger down and pull, that is all of it. And so where we ended up at was 24 minutes and 41 seconds. In review of the FSA 86, I would highly recommend this unit to somebody that has a large acreage, that's going to be doing some heavy duty cutting, and may also be interested in other AP series Stihl units. So if you're interested in having those other battery powered units, such as the larger hedge trimmers, maybe the chainsaws, things like that, then I would highly suggest this be the trimmer for you. But keep in mind that the FSA 86 is, once again, like I said, the smallest unit in the AP series, as you can go way up in that series to the heavier duty units. But for the trimming around the house, you know, around maybe the sidewalks, the streets like we just did here, around fences, trees, things like that, this is going to be a great unit. Now, going back to the time test. Now, I know we ended up at 24 minutes and we have a battery life expectancy of up to 35. The key thing to think about there is up to 35. Now, if I was going along trimming just grass like I was in the start of this video, then I probably would have got to that 35 minute interval, but being as that we went hard into the dirt and into the asphalt over there, we even went hard enough that we had to change out and add more string to the head there. That is going to deteriorate the battery life faster than it would if we were just trimming normal grass. The other thing to consider is the heat. So today it's right at 100 degrees outside with just a very light breeze. So this machine is warm down here at the battery and then also here at the head. So the heat is also going to have an effect on the battery. It is going to cause stress on that battery, stress on the unit, and cause that battery to die out quicker. But overall, guys, very happy with this unit. The weight distribution is good. I really like the AutoCut C6-2 head. Very quick and easy to change that line. Remember to check 24/7 Parts' channel, which is also me on the tutorial on how to load that head, as I will be uploading that soon. And then just overall weight distribution, good. As you notice, there is not a place here for a strap, but I can tell you that I honestly did not feel like I needed one. So weight overall is good on this machine. The grip is nice. Overall, just a great unit. But I hope you were able to see everything you needed to see here, guys. I hope this video was helpful. Hope you liked this video. If you did, we just ask you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to check out this cool video and this one. Buy your parts right up here and subscribe right here.